No, my, I think it's working. I don't know.
Tell us if you can hear us.
Please.
Audio always an adventure on the streaming. But hi, everybody, and welcome to our official 2023 Comic-Con wrap-up stream. We're joined, of course, as always, by the hosts and producers of all of the great live coverage you've been seeing over the last couple days.
It was pre-recorded.
Daphne.
And Mackie.
It was live in one take and uploaded and streamed live. I think it's fine. We didn't need to...
Actually, I think on the one last night we did 2 takes.
Yeah, but we did not need to add an element of
and also
craziness to it. So already this has become a behind-the-scenes stream,
Yeah.
as you can tell. Mackie, thanks for trying to ruin the magic right away. It's always great.
Sorry.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. That's the way that we use Restream, which is a great service. It's the stream is brought to you by Restream. They can take a video file that you've produced and stream it at a live time for you.
Is it?
I'm sorry?
I'm whispering to you.
Oh, you're whispering to me. Thank you.
Now, was it a stage whisper?
It really was.
An actual whisper, which I'm not going to do because I bet the mic will pick it up, but I don't want to risk that.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's see. Let's put this one up because we are coming to you live from Los Angeles, California.
Yes, this is actually live.
This is live.
This is live.
Which means
we're not editing this one.
Anything could happen, and probably will.
Yes.
But the number one thing
it has.
No, it will. We're live.
Exactly. There's no way to predict. Time is a flat circle, I've been told.
Please put questions if you have any.
Yes.
Yeah, please.
Right.
This is a Q&A.
It is a Q&A, and we can't do A's without Q's. So please...
That sounds wrong.
Feel free to cue any cues you have to Mackie or Daphne.
That still sounds wrong.
Well, it's okay.
Oh,
and
you're saying Q sounds wrong.
I wasn't joking about the fact they kind of produced the whole thing themselves. By the end, I was just handing them the camera and saying, go to it.
No, I think last one you gave us lots of topics.
Last night, yes, but the other 4 from Comic-Con. By the way, what age is it that they stopped contradicting every actual thing that you say? Is that an age coming up? Because I would sure love to get to that one. But you did produce most of it.
Yeah.
I would put the mics on, hand you the camera and say, all right, introduce yourselves and go. And you guys did a fantastic job. I think we all saw 2 little social media superstars blossoming right there. So let's talk about Comic-Con. So a lot of times, Daphne, describe to me the way that you have gone to Comic-Con in the past. What is your usual attendance plan?
Normally we my dad.
That's me.
Yes, him. He goes for the full, was it 5 days?
Preview night is Wednesday, and then the 4 full days of the convention are Thursday through Sunday, traditionally.
Yeah.
About 4th week in July.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So normally he...
Could you try again?
I did get that, but thank you, S.
Daddy, that also sounds wrong. What was I saying?
Well, so how long are you guys usually down there?
We're normally only down there not for a preview night or maybe the day before, which is what we did now. So we just come on Thursday, I think.
No, we do
Friday.
Saturday, I think.
Saturday.
Yeah, we cut. For me, at least last year, we came end of day Saturday since I had a basketball game. And then we did a quick run through not run because you're not allowed to run. And
no running.
We did not run. It's a big security thing. Not big. I never heard anyone called for it, but they talk about a lot of the rules.
They did.
Yeah, they did.
But we did like a quick walk through the floor, probably from like maybe 6 or like 5 to 7-ish. And then we see the masquerade and then we have a full day on Sunday.
Yeah. And so usually it's about a 2-day thing where maybe I'm there for more of it, and then your sainted mother and the 2 of you are able to join. Oh, ladies and gentlemen,
maybe like 7 years dead or something, or
maybe
5
that's
years dead to be sainted.
Have
It's
what?
5.
Our mother
Maybe-
is well and alive.
but you need to be dead to be sainted.
Yes, you do.
Well,
5 years.
I suppose you technically you do, but
And I also need 3 miracles. But there's
well,
Yeah.
1, 2, and 3. I mean, there's your 3 miracles. But she usually comes down later. This was the first time we all were able to be there for the whole thing. And I'll start with you, Mac. What did you think about the full? It was a 5-day plus experience. We actually went down a day earlier because of certain work commitments on my beloved wife's part that we needed to have her ready to be working full time on Wednesday from the hotel. So we decided to just go down a day early, which turned out I thought to be a pretty good plan, but it did add to the length of the con. Mac, what was your overall impression about the full Comic-Con experience?
I enjoyed it. I felt like I didn't need to see everything on Sunday, and I've talked about panels a lot, I guess, in all of these live streams, but I felt like I could actually go to them, and I wasn't missing valuable floor time because it's fun being in the crowd and stuff. And the floor time. Also, I enjoyed it a lot. I felt like I got to see, usually there's a group of booths that my dad really wants to go to, or that he was like, oh, I really want to show you this. And then there's a couple that on Saturday we want to go to, but I felt it was we got to look at everything
Right.
more this time.
Yeah.
Which I like.
Yeah, I thought we got to see plenty of things, which was nice. And the floor was busy. I think we mentioned this in one of the streams, I think there was a concern that there might be some kind of drop-off due to the actors and writers strike, and that was definitely not the case. I think part of that is due to the long-term planning nature of going to the con. Most people start applying to go in September of the previous year. There's a public ticket sale in September, October, and tickets sell out almost instantly. So I don't think the strikes had any impact on the overall attendance number. We'll wait and see what the con releases later this week. But I do think there's a chance that it had an impact on how the con felt, because normally you have about a 7,000 to 8,000 person magnet called Hall H, holding people.
They can fit that many people?
They can fit 6,000 people inside, and you'll often get a lot of people lined up outside waiting to get into the next panel, because it's always, the biggest shows, the Marvel Studios presentation or Game of Thrones or, whatever it is, the big hot thing that year.
It's so surprising. To me, I guess it's surprising that those kinds of things at Comic-Con have an audience to fill 7,000 people.
Oh, yeah.
I don't realize how many people attend Comic-Con each year. I always get mixed up with 15,000, but I think it's 150,000.
I believe you're only off by a factor of 10, yes.
Yeah, so I always mix that up. So I'm like, oh yeah, 15,000 people. No, it's 150,000. So
that's
so many.
That's the number the con gives out in terms of people who come to San Diego for attendance, for and there's, as you guys saw, you can go to the con without actually going to the con. You could do all the offsites, all the activations, all the other stuff, and you don't necessarily need to go to the convention.
I think some of the activations, though, they badge people.
Some are just free, promotional events for anybody. So, Daphne, how about you in terms of the length of the entire journey? I was happy to see that you spent a little more time kind of back at the hotel. When you needed a little decompression time, maybe, or were, I don't think you were big on panels. Yeah, that's true also. So tell me a little bit about your experience. Did it feel too long or just right? Or, how did it go for you?
I would say it was a good amount of time. I'm glad we went for more time this year. I was just holding something. And I think it was a good amount of time, although going for shorter for me would be okay, because
why are you humming, Mackie?
It's stuck in my head.
Get it out of your head, because we're talking over
Sing the
here.
ABCs in your head.
No, okay.
Jeez. Sorry, keep going.
I think going for shorter would be okay for me because I don't really enjoy like all the panels and stuff. I just like go for like maybe this year I did get a couple autographs and going to the booths is really fun, seeing things I like, but yeah, going for shorter is definitely okay for me, but I'm glad we went for longer today this year.
Where are you? You're over there? Stop it. Stop with the humming. I'll cut your microphone off. It's ridiculous. Goose.
Sorry.
That's okay. So the panels were not a big attraction for you. I get that. And then the floor has its charms, but eventually you might get a little squished in there.
Yeah.
You know, so I think you played it just right. I think you got a good amount of time in there.
5 yet?
It is past 5 now.
Yeah. I'm like, who might be watching?
I have no idea, but if you're out there, please drop us a line on chat because
also questions. It's a Q&A. It's a Q&A. It's a Q&A. Please send us some questions. Questions. We want questions.
All right, we'll see if we can get some questions coming from the audience here shortly. In the meantime, I would like to debut a hot new feature here on the Comic-Con Wrap-Up Show, and that is our Comic-Con Swag Cam. Which is located right here. And there.
I'm gonna be standing or sitting.
Fair enough. And here you can see some of the fun stuff that we were able to get on the floor. I know some of our viewers had requested a view of Daphne's hand-painted Phoenix mask, which you see there in the center. That was a great labor of love. It didn't quite end up getting used in Daphne's costume because she ended up coming up with a cool face paint instead. And you may have seen that in Saturday evening's video when we saw her in her full Phoenix regalia, which was very nice. But Mackie, why don't you point out a couple of the things on the table and explain their significance to the audience?
Okay, so hi people. Well, I guess I've been talking to whoever's listening for a while now. All right. So we have 2 things that I believe we got on preview night on the table. We have the Karen Hallian stickers. I should not have lifted that up. I can just point. I'm not on camera. So
I worked very hard on organizing that table.
Okay, good for you, Daphne.
Sorry, Daph.
I'm going to be moving stuff around.
I'm going to see if I can get us into a picture-in-picture where the big picture is you and the little picture is us. But let's see.
I'm getting completely off camera. Can you or whatever? This is the Conranger scavenger hunt, and this my dad also I believe picked up on preview night.
Stand by.
On preview night, we split up. My sister and I went to. This is not a good picture-in-picture data.
Thank you for your critique. I appreciate it.
Sorry.
But I'm doing my very best given the limitations of the software with which we are streaming.
I just can't see what I'm showing.
I would like to sit if that's okay.
You can go sit.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Dada, for my harsh.
All right, hold on. Let me see. I'm concerned if I turn off my camera that my microphone goes with it. Stand by and let's see if that actually happens.
Find out.
Watching.
Finally,
yeah, see, that's
get a comment?
That is hold on one second. That is the limitation of the service that we're using right now. Is that if my camera goes all the way off, then my that's what I was looking to do. Maximize yours. Okay, so there you are. You got the full screen there, girl.
Great, thanks.
And we hear you.
All right, sounds like a plan.
By the way, we're still waiting your questions, so please
give us questions.
This is a Q&A.
Questions.
All right, go ahead.
Please give us questions.
Keep going. All right, great.
We want questions.
I think we're losing interest by saying that.
Maybe.
No one has questions. These people go to Comic-Con.
Well, listen, they're going to be sad because we're going to give some real good tips coming up in just a little bit. So you definitely want to stick around.
They go to Comic-Con already.
Are we talking to anyone? Like, please
I don't
tell
know
us if you're here.
Please tell us if you're watching. Like,
we're very curious.
We want to be talking to someone.
Are we just like talking to ourselves? All right. Hi, we're back. Like saying we're actually live now. And we always are live.
We
To
have
some
been.
extent.
We're
like
live.
15 minutes.
Keep going. What do you got on the table? Show us some stuff.
Okay, so
Let's go back. Let's go back.
That.
Let's go back for a second to the Con Rangers scavenger hunt. Now that you have the full screen, why don't you lay out the interior fully on top of that? Now, this was something that took us basically the entire convention to complete, right?
But we weren't paying that much attention to it yes, it took us the entire convention.
Yeah, but I mean, when we finally focused up. So the Con Rangers is a group of people from up in the Pacific Northwest, I believe, including the very talented artist Claire Hummel, who is one of the contributors to 59 Parks, the great series of posters capturing the beauty and majesty of our national parks. She's worked for a company called Campo Santo, did some great work on Firewatch, I believe was the name of the game that came out of there. I believe she's now at Valve, perhaps. And Claire, sorry if I got that wrong, but she's doing more video game design work. And about 6 years ago or so, she started selling at her table, because she used to be just like an artist alley style artist over in the small press area. These great little merit badges for the Con Rangers, so you could earn your convention merit badges, and they're all things like covered every aisle in the exhibit hall, or ate an emergency hot dog, or overcrowded a hotel room, or like things that are.
I think that one retired this year.
That's true. Some of the badges have now retired because the concept has become so popular that they upgraded this year from a small table to a full booth, and they had partnerships this year for the first time ever, including a huge partnership with Peanuts, the people, the Snoopy people.
We showed those, I believe, on last night's stream.
That's right. You may have seen the Peanuts merit badges, because Peanuts is pushing promotion towards a new show that is coming to Apple TV called Camp Snoopy, which is kind of set in the world of Beagle Scouts, such as it is, where that whole storyline that Charles Schultz came up with for Snoopy and Woodstock and the troop of Beagle Scouts. And so it was a natural tie-in, I should say. Claire was telling me that last year at the convention, the Peanuts team came over to her and said, "Hey, listen, we're doing this thing next year. Would you guys be interested?" And oh yeah, they were interested. And oh yeah, people were interested, because these things, were selling out every day by noon over at the Peanuts booth. Long lines and sellouts over at the offsite, where you had to go to get two other.
One moment.
Oh, you're fine. You had to go to get. There was a total of 4 of these Peanuts merit badges that were available, 2 in the convention hall, 2 outside the convention hall, and none of them at the actual Con Rangers booth. They were all Peanuts giveaways. The Peanuts team had bought them out to give out as they wished. So this was the year Con Rangers kind of blew up into a huge deal, and it was great to see. There you go. There are the Peanuts ones with Snoopy, Charlie Brown, Franklin, Peppermint Patty, Marcy. So great to see, somebody that you've been following since the little inception of their small business idea way back in the day turn into, a full-blown phenomenon at the con. And I was so happy for Claire and Emily and the entire Con Rangers team. They're really fun. And have a great approach to fandom, as you can see here on their scavenger hunt. Now, Mackie, tell us about the rules of the scavenger hunt.
Oh, I love rules, so I'm glad you're asking me.
Of course, please.
Sorry, that was a silly comment.
You are a silly person, so it's okay.
It was unnecessary.
I think all of your comments are necessary, but continue.
All right, so you need to complete at least 4 tasks per category. I'm reading off it.
Sure.
I'm totaling 12 tasks as a minimum.
Mm-hmm.
Each task can only be done once.
That's right.
No 2 for 1. If it fits 2 tasks, pick 1.
That's right.
There you go. Present your findings to booth number 1336, 3 p.m. through. Oh, I did not know we could not do it in the mornings.
There were limited times because in the mornings they're busy with a giant line of people wanting to buy exclusive badges.
Right.
They have a really good system for getting their exclusives into the hands of fans. They give out tickets 2 times a day, beginning at door open and then another set at 2 p.m. And then you can come back and buy the exclusive some other time, when there's no line, because, but you're guaranteed to get one, which is nice when you can get a guarantee from a vendor that, you don't have to spend 90 minutes waiting in a line. You can actually come back sometime later.
3 p.m. through 7 p.m. Thursday through Saturday, or 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Sunday. We might have actually gone before. No, we weren't.
We were in the Sunday
11
window.
a.m.
We went about 2 o'clock on Sunday.
No, you may be asked to come back another time if booth is busy.
That's right.
5, watch for bonus tasks on Twitter. We did not complete any of those.
I didn't see any. Did you?
Assumption, well, I'm not on Twitter because I am a child.
Mackie, don't you mean X, the everything app that Elon Musk changed Twitter's name to today?
He did?
Unbelievable.
It's called X.
It's crazy.
Why?
Why?
No. X.
Twitter is fine.
Okay, WHY.
Why?
Yeah.
No. X.
Wait, huh?
No.
Okay,
X.
I'm going to use this in a sentence. Why did he change the name to X?
Why did he change the name to X? Nobody knows. Because he likes the letter X.
Does he? Oh, yeah, X, SpaceX.
SpaceX, there it's right there. It's been staring in the face the whole time.
Oh, jeez.
Also, I think PayPal, before it was called PayPal, was called X.com or something.
Wait.
He just really loves
He
X.
owned PayPal?
Not anymore, but he did.
Oh, all right. Wait, one other question about
all right,
this.
go ahead.
Did they change the logo of
Yes,
X?
they did.
Can you please show it to me?
Not right now. We're
Okay,
in the middle of a different live stream, but we'll do a daily news wrap-up stream coming up tonight at 11 if you're interested.
Will we?
We can.
I'm planning on watching Rachel Maddow tonight.
Look,
so
it's a boring
sure.
week of summer. We're back from Comic-Con.
Yeah,
We're waiting for school to start.
No.
Wait, was it expected?
I'm waiting for school to
change
start.
the name to X?
No, it was completely unannounced until the middle of the night on Saturday. But I can't really get into it more with you right now because I want you to tell me about which ones of the convention research we did, beginning with... So now there's 3 categories. Character documentation, where you have to talk to a person with their consent and take a nice photo.
Yes.
Artifact collection, which is you bring something physical to the booth. And then digital preservation, which again is just a photo. So let's take a look here at
Once in Line to Be Queen.
Once in Line to Be Queen. We found
someone dressed as as Sleeping Beauty.
As Sleeping Beauty.
Daphne.
That's right.
And the reason I said "oh gosh" was because unless I don't know the story of Sleeping Beauty,
but she was a princess.
Yeah, she was a princess, but
and
then when she went to live with the other fairies, it was Once in Line to Be Queen. We figured
they accepted. By the way, the judging criteria was very loose.
Yes.
Whatever you're clicking or clacking, please stop that because it's right into the microphone.
Okay.
All right. They're learning the little basics of live streaming. You can't clap a piece of metal on the microphone and not expect it to show up.
Like that.
All right. Let's see. The next one that we saw was...
where are you?
This one is difficult to fit into a crowd or something.
Yes. Where it might be in this one. Selfie donate. Poorly equipped for blending in.
Poorly equipped for blending in. Now, this was a guy who came up with his own Kingpin costume from Spider-Man. And Kingpin is a man who, over the years in the comics, has just gotten comically large, and his head has gotten comically smaller. But this guy, boy, he committed to this huge Kingpin outfit, and then was attempting to take the escalator up. And I was like, I don't know how this is going to work. But all's well that ends well. Kingpin made it to the top, etc. We think. Number 3, selfie with the longest line.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. This was
I don't know if it was the longest, but it was pretty long.
It kind of goes off into infinity back there. I don't know. That's
they
a long
counted
line.
it.
Yes.
And you know what? Exactly.
I don't quite know where the line is. It more just looks like a gathering of people, but
Yeah,
it's a line.
I agree.
This was,
It is a line.
if I recall, this was upstairs, like down by 6A or something. It was a very long line. It was the longest line I saw, but it was not necessarily the longest line at the convention, which is probably the line to get into the main exhibit hall in the morning.
Yeah.
Don't forget, if you're watching, drop us a chat. We'd love to hear from you.
We want questions.
All right, so now let's see who else is.
This
now
is
this
birds
was
of a feather, one might say. I think. Or something.
birds of
Yeah.
a feather, one might say. Now, the reason we said this was birds of a feather is because we had Daphne and Daphne. They are birds of a feather. And, special bonus, Daphne is dressed in her Phoenix cosplay with her beautiful red shirt. You can see the face paint happening.
Wait, we said that. Oh, birds of a feather. That's why we said the phoenix thing.
Right.
Sorry, I forgot.
Exactly.
That
So it has,
Phoenix or bird?
you might say birds of a feather, and we did say.
Birds of a feather, one
Birds of a
might
feather.
say.
Exactly. Let's see. This one was, yes, this was increasingly more topical, right?
Yes.
Where we were hanging out at the trolley stop. We ended up using the trolley a lot because it was very near our hotel and it goes right to the convention center twice. There's actually 2 stops, one on either side, which is nice. But this person, increasingly more topical with the WGA and SAG-AFTRA. It started with no AI art. Unfortunately, this is the great battle of our time, my friends, and I want to reiterate my full support for my WGA and SAG-AFTRA friends. We are with you, and 100% human-generated creativity. Insist on it. All right, let's move on to number 6.
Don't be afraid. It has pockets.
Don't be afraid it has pockets. Now, this is Brittany Braun, a very, very cool designer who we've seen a couple times. She's made a cool... let's see. Hold on. Well, stand by. We'll come back to one. Back to one.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Back to...
And then it's that
back to one. Yeah, there you go. This is a very lovely skirt that Mackie got.
Yes, and then there's where's a pocket?
And don't be afraid. It has pockets.
Ta-da.
Exactly. Good job, Brittany.
Mm-hmm.
This is great stuff. And so we've bought some of her otter prints before and some of her chemistry prints and stuff. So she's a fan favorite in our household, which is pretty sweet. And so when she actually had a sign that said handmade skirts with pockets. So we wanted to make sure people understood that. Now on the other things, let's see, what were the other ones
these ones I know. A
haiku.
A haiku. Oh my gosh.
Do you remember it?
As busy as bees, especially on the ocean side. Good luck at peanuts, I think is what it was.
Yeah.
That's right. Busy as bees. Busy as bees. I don't know. It was
Something
lovely.
Like they counted it. They didn't count.
Historically, this would be blue. Do you see that one hanging out? You can point it a little more towards the camera. Let's see. That's right. It's a pink R2D2. Historically, this would be blue. Let's see.
Maybe that's R2's girlfriend.
Why? Because it's pink?
Yes.
Hey, Daphne.
Daphne.
Hey, Daphne. We got to move past that. We're past the color binary on this stream, right?
Yeah.
One of these other ones was pretty great. It was the survey or poll a line of 20 plus people, Barbie or Oppie. And so on Sunday morning, as Mackie and I were waiting for the Peanuts offsite, what happened?
I went over and pulled, I think. It wasn't the entire line since it was really long and eventually we had to go in.
By the way, I'm glad to see Elgato got that thing fixed with their webcam.
What's Elgato?
The company that makes the camera that's glitching a little bit right now.
Sorry.
Come on, team. Get it together.
It was, and we're just standing there and I remembered that there was this thing that we had to do for it. And I really wanted to do that because I really like polling. Not polling. I like asking people questions. It's very interesting to see what they answer or if they do answer. I like it.
in
It's
terms
fun.
of a receptive audience, certainly a long line of nerds
Would
waiting
answer.
for Peanuts exclusive Peanuts merchandise. It was a great gathering.
I'd say I got like, I think most people I probably asked about 50 people and I got like 46 responses or something. So
a very, very high response rate. Some people were just like, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, a lot of people. Not a lot, but
that was good. Now
that's contradictory to what I just said. Sorry.
That's no. When we turned in our poll results for the convention research, thing, we ended up finding out that they were taking a poll of poll results. The Con Rangers were. Now, I've not seen that posted on their website yet. I'm hoping they're going to get it up there soon. But
ours ended tied. I think
ours ended tied, and it looked like
it was pretty split. But
yeah,
I think eventually Oppenheimer would have won since I was in the middle of asking these people something, but that had I was like, sorry. I think if I'd gone theirs, it would have ended up being Oppenheimer. And also like depends like what line you do a little. And yeah, but in the beginning was a lot of Barbie, and then the farther back you got into it, the more it was Oppenheimer.
Then Oppie came in, late and hot.
Yeah.
As it often does. So that was actually very fun, and a very nice way to pass some time on a Sunday morning. An on-the-go repair job, unexpectedly. We don't have it handy, but
it's in my van.
Let's talk about the shirt you were wearing and what the repair job was.
Oh my! Why are you making me do this?
I'm not making you do anything. My apologies. I'm not that dad. Trust me. You can talk about it or not talk about it. We had a little, not even a cosplay, but like a repair job that happened, and it was absolutely it was fine.
I don't know why I said that. Sorry. It was just a thing that I put on. We didn't technically like repair it, I guess.
We tried.
But we made it so it the way it worked was different after we fixed it. But it was like being held on by a bobby pin, but we got a pin that kind of went with it to put on. But then you didn't see the arrows. That kind of created a new problem. But by that time, I wasn't wearing the shirt.
It was just, what? Exactly. We tried our best to repair it on the go. Let's see. What else was up there? On the okay, so then we went to the digital preservation post about the hunt to Twitter.
I sent you a picture of that, but you don't. But yes, we did.
I got plenty of pictures.
Actually, I think a Peanuts post that we used, but
you know what? You can look at my my social feeds.
I'm sure you have something about
for plenty of Con Rangers content.
Yes. Wait, to Twitter or X? Which one do you need to post it onto?
I posted it on Twitter. You today can find it on X. Let's see. What was that? Oh, charitable donation. We made a donation to the Charles M. Schulz Museum. In celebration of the kind of collaboration between the Peanuts team and the Con Rangers team, and then we did all these. And so this little patch down here that says SD 2023 was our victory prize, and we also got our official scavenger medallion, or not medallion,
the one my dad pointed. Well, I guess you can't see what he's pointing to, can you?
No, you can't.
All right. Sorry. He's like moving the cursor and stuff on this side. So like
it was
he's
more
like
to help
pointing.
me understand. Yes, but right there in the center of your screen, you'll see the scavenger badge and the one that indicates we completed it for San Diego 2023. Now, Mackie, right under that thing that you just put down, there's new for this year from the Con Rangers was a great little Con Rangers guidebook. Will you flip that open a little and kind of show people what?
Can I show them my favorite part of it?
I can show them any part of it.
All right.
Yes. Okay, so go back to the very beginning so that we set up who this is. First off, we learned this year that the Con Rangers have a mascot. Open to page 2, please. Here we go. There's a etc. And there is Connie the Coyote, Connie the Con Ranger. And now, much in the Buddy and Duffy or whatever it was from the old the old magazines. Later in the gimmick, we have Connie and
Connor.
It's
Connor and Connie.
And Connie. Now, Connor
uses up all the outlets to charge his devices.
What about Connie?
brings a super surge protector to share power.
At a panel, what do you really hate to see?
Actually, it's more of a comment than a question. It really
Oh my
does
God, yes, that is
bother
the
me a
worst.
lot.
When somebody gets up there, yes, I would like to discuss something. It's not really a question, but just my feelings about episode 4 and season 14 have long stuck with me. Oh God, sit down, sir. It's never sit down, ma'am, by the way. It's always sit down, sir.
It might be one day.
Connie, on the other hand,
Ask a short, insightful question at the panel.
That's
of the
right.
panel.
That's
Wait, one
right.
moment. Yeah. Connie asks a short, insightful
That's right.
question of the panel.
Exactly. Connie is the best. All right, let's go down to the lower left there. This one. I was Connor on this one for a little bit.
You didn't pout, but you didn't take the Connie point of view.
No, go ahead. What was Connor's point of view?
He throws a tantrum. He throws a tantrum when he doesn't get the exclusive he wanted.
Yes, it's very tempting to be Connor in many circumstances, especially at Comic-Con, because it can be quite frustrating.
Yes.
But Connie
understands the exclusive was popular and knows she'll find something else she loves.
Well, there you go. Yeah, that's the way to look at it. On the other hand, Connor
cuts in line in front of everybody.
That is not cool. Did you see any line cutting this year?
I don't think I did, but
I saw some.
It went.
It's not cool. It's not cool. Don't do that. And meanwhile, Connie
finds the end of the line and patiently waits.
That's right. So there's your difference. Let's blow through real quick some of the other items up there. I see the upper left Chris Sanders artwork. Daphne, tell me about it.
It's cool.
Yeah, so it's a double print of Stitch reaching down, and then
I will grab it.
You can't see.
You can't see the payoff.
I did not realize that.
You frame this part under the first photo, and you see him kind of reaching down. And it's a cool, double photo situation. But we did actually get a picture with Chris Sanders, the creator of Lilo and Stitch, and Daphne was wearing, coincidentally, a Stitch T-shirt at the time. True?
Yeah.
Daph, also show us your Mackie just put it back there. That's the Phoenix mask, right?
Yeah, it is.
How did you paint that?
Here, can
touch everything.
As me see it for a second. I painted it.
Okay, put it back on the table and show us some, like, how many colors did you use? How many coats? What'd you do?
I did like a red and orange ombre, and I used 2 colors, red and orange. I actually only used like 1 coat and then a bunch of touch-ups. And I put Mod Podge on top of it.
Nice. Guys, we have a question from the audience.
Yay!
We have a question. The beloved Maggie character, a loyal viewer of your videos, has written in, what was the most fun of spending the time with your famous dad?
He's famous.
You guys have a famous dad? Who's that? I assume the question more properly stated is, what was the most fun thing you did at Comic-Con? We'll start with you or with me. Yes. Go ahead, Daphne. What was the most fun?
Oh, I'm on camera.
I don't know. Yeah, you are. So am I. I don't know.
Fantastic.
I don't know what it.
We had a lot of fun.
What did I do?
How about the day we one of the merit badges that you can earn is prioritized pool time, and we earned that merit badge this trip on Saturday afternoon.
Yeah.
Because we prioritized pool time and hopped in the pool at our hotel and had a good splash around. It was pretty fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you did a lot of flips.
That was fun.
It was fun. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
You and I also did some time on the con floor by ourselves. Mm-hmm. True?
Yeah.
Because Mackie was in panel land for a lot of Friday evening, going to Star Wars, and Star Wars panels, followed by a Star Wars panel. Yes, yeah. All right there in room 7AB. You could just put your butt down and be transported to a galaxy far, far away for much of the night.
Yeah.
It was fun. And then Mackie, what was your most fun thing that you and I did together?
Fun. I enjoyed going with you to the Snoopy activation.
Oh, that's right.
The Peanuts activation
on Sunday morning.
Yeah, that was
Yes.
really fun.
Yeah, that is really
listen to
fun.
some of my podcasts and stuff, which is nice.
You know what? There's something about sitting peacefully at 8:30 in the morning, listening to the NPR Politics podcast.
And I had not listened to it like almost that entire week.
I
There's only
know.
like a couple.
I know. Yeah.
We also
Yes. No.
no.
We also no.
No, we also
We didn't also do anything else.
No, we did. I walked to the Starbucks over
yes.
there by myself. That was
This
not
is-
with my dad. That was alone. That was also very exciting.
It was for your dad.
For your dad, yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, when you have kids who finally are old enough to walk to Starbucks and pick up a to-go order by themselves,
I did it. I used my big voice.
a block and a half away, maybe.
It felt a lot farther.
It did feel probably
I think
farther.
it's actually closer. No, it's closer to 2 blocks, I think.
Closer to 2 blocks.
Might have
Wow.
been.
Exactly. So
I'll stop clapping.
that definitely
Making noises.
was one of my favorite parts too. I had a lot of fun with you that morning.
Speaking of the Peanuts activation, we got everything at the Peanuts activation.
We got some things.
And
Would you
so-
like to share them with the
Sure.
with the stream? And
Are we
you can
going to
take a
do
look?
this camera? Let's do this camera. It's
Sure.
over on the table that you can't see. It's framed out.
Well, you're in the blurry background, so maybe
Yeah.
just if you put it on straight center under the
Yeah,
under
so
this
without
cam,
blinging.
like just move the mask over to the side, and then
All right. So this, I felt like we saw a lot of people buy.
I remember the theme is Camp Snoopy
Yes.
this year.
It's a canteen.
Ah, yes, an official Snoopy canteen for those long hot. And by the way, it's only like about 174 degrees here today.
It's
so
not 174. It's
you're
closer
right.
to
It was
100.
not over
I think it's like
173.
not in the 90s actually.
Yeah, it's not even over 100.
It felt like it though,
It did.
compared
did,
to San
seriously.
Diego where it was 76
It was
and
so
humid.
nice in San Diego.
Mm-hmm. Really.
Maggie, thank you for the question and thank you for the compliment. I appreciate it.
Our lighting is.
Yes, it changes.
Well, it depends on
How much movement. All
motion.
right, this was actually in the thing. But it was a thing that they got us to buy because they're like, oh, you bought everything except these 2 items.
We were
So
like, yeah,
we
go
got
ahead and
the
give us the
2
full
items.
set. This is called the burrito.
Huh?
All right, it's
Yeah.
to keep your burrito warm.
Ew.
Oh,
Now-
yeah, it actually is a cooler.
It actually has a little bit of
I
a
did not realize that.
yes. It's
Oh.
a
gosh,
to
this
transport
is-
some warm food. You
Also-
could use it, but it's very small. It's shaped like a burrito.
This is so cool. Oh my gosh.
Thank
I
you.
did not realize that.
Well, now we know.
All right.
The studio, it does have air conditioning. It is working, although we're very fortunate. We had a little air conditioning malfunction in the main house.
So not here.
Not here in the studio, which is, the renovated garage and has its own mini split. But over in the main house,
I love this. This
we
is so
just
cool.
barely got the whole thing fixed before we left for vacation. So when we came home, it was nice and cool.
All right.
All right. What else? What else do we pick up at the activation?
Another thing that we ended
I'm
up.
hearing a lot of crinkling over there, but not a lot. I'm not seeing a lot of
Oh,
things.
it's in a plastic bag.
We want to see things. We don't want to hear things.
What? It's in a plastic bag. Give her a second.
And I really hope you're
Oh,
enjoying this
man.
extra crinkle I'm getting.
I'm not really. This is more like an ASMR video right now or something.
I like ASMR.
I don't. But,
Oh, look! It's a Camp
I wanna
Snoopy
feel
Woodstock.
it.
oh, it feels very nice stuff.
Does it?
Oh, Woodstock, the best.
Chat, sorry. It's knocking into the camera. It says,
Woodstock.
thanks for collecting me. Oh my God, it's a collector.
Eagle Scouts Woodstock. Beagle Scouts Woodstock.
All right, Daphne's holding it now.
All right, Daphne, hold on to it. Now, what else? What else we got?
This was something that I decided to buy. It wasn't, oh, you only have 2 things left. This
Oh, an official Beagle Scouts compass. Wow,
And
that's
to
Nice.
get it this way is north. So-
right. Oh, that's
Ooh.
cool. Yeah, I'd really like that one too. They had that for sale both places. I didn't buy it the first day, when I finally got into the Peanuts booth. But at the second day on the offsite Peanuts place, I was like, well, I should have gotten that compass. It's really cool. So, we were fortunate enough to get one.
I was actually the one who asked for the compass.
You were, but it was on my mind the whole time.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. I did not need a lot of urging to buy it. I was pretty excited about it.
All right, then we got 2. You already saw the patches. We got. Right. Oh, sorry, I scratched my nails against something that felt weird.
Hate when that happens.
We got 2 of each of these, and we also got 2 of the. We also got 2 of the patches from them.
Cool.
And they come with. We'll have some stuff in it, but.
Oh, carry out what you carried in. All right, troops, let's clean up around here.
But take, since it's a store, sorry, but it's like, take or like, yeah, sorry.
Like, that was 4 sorries in a row. What are you sorry about?
Yeah.
No, that was a cool bag. They were giving them out, included with purchase, fortunately. Tell me a little bit about now. They're first off, at the bottom of the screen there, you may see our favorite artist. We haven't talked about her a lot on this stream. We mentioned her on past streams. That's Karen Hallion, who does these great designs, including this Stitch eating BB-8 sticker, the Doctor Who's pin up there, which was one of her exclusive daily pins, and this special set of stickers that were available only to members of her Patreon or her Discord, and it actually had a secret code word.
Yes.
Am I wrong?
Yes.
No, you had to. What
no,
was,
you're not wrong. Sorry.
What was the secret code word?
It's a secret.
Well, the convention's over. You can tell us, right?
Are we allowed to?
I believe you are.
Secret kitty.
Secret kitty. So what you had to do was go up. You had to go up to her booth and find her and say, "Secret kitty," and then she would give you the secret kitty.
I really hope we're allowed to say that now.
I'm Karen. If I am not, I apologize. But Karen,
yes, I'm so sorry.
Yes,
me too.
No, Karen was fantastic.
Me too.
As always, she's so nice and so generous with her time. And I know that Mackie spends many a night curled up on the couch reading her latest book, which is a 100.
I have no idea.
It's about 100 stories and she does the illustrations, but somebody else, other people do the writing. She wrote some, right? But there's a long list of contributors.
I think it's like 40 or 50.
So. And what's the theme of the book?
What?
What's the theme of the book?
Sorry, this feels like a test question.
It's not a test. What is it? Please stop kicking my chair also.
I'm not.
Okay.
I might be actually.
Yeah, you are actually.
I'm more kneeing it. There's a fine line. I'm just showing kicking and kneeing. Sorry. It's got the shoes. It's all about influential women.
Influential women. That's right. It's got a great look. It's a great hardcover. She kickstarted it, I think, about a year ago, and it finally got published. And it's really fantastic.
Yeah.
Other stuff on the screen, you may see the Comic-Con pin on the right side. That was the pin given out to attendees upon arrival when you picked up your badge and stuff. So you had at least one collectible from the weekend, starting right away. We had a nice Olaf and Tomorrowland pins from the same place that we got the R2-D2 pin. Once we were committed to buying the, traditionally this would be blue R2 pin for the scavenger hunt. We went ahead and bought a couple others. Got some good books there. Heartstopper.
Yes. Also, there was another one I was reading before the stream.
Heartstopper, which is a big tween book right now, and this is a great book. Maybe move the mask. Maybe move the mask. Move the mask.
What's the mask?
The mask that you're putting the books on top of. Oh, I don't want you to put the books on top of the mask.
Well, the mask.
Yes, the mask. Oh, yes, the mask. That's what that is. Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about I was covering up this book or something. I was masking what it is or something.
No. You're fine. A little more towards the Karen Hallion stickers. A little more towards
there's no more tables. I'm rearranging, Daphne. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. Daphne did a great job organizing it ahead of time. This was a Daphne pick. Daphne, tell us about Heartstopper.
It's interesting.
And who's reading it?
Daphne.
my friends, and I want to read it.
Exactly. It's a blazing around the 5th grade reading group right now. So, and then Mackie, show us the next one.
Grade.
No, yeah, whatever. It's almost August. You'll be in 5th grade in a couple minutes.
Into 5th grade.
This is from the singers Tegan and Sarah, who have wrote an autobiography about their high school experience.
A memoir.
And then they did a fictionalized version of their junior high experience that was adapted into this graphic novel, which is very detailed. And it's about are they twins?
Yeah, they are.
They're twins, Tegan and Sarah are. And Tegan and Sarah were there to promote the book and had a jam-packed panel.
Yes, in room 29.
A very large line for their signing upstairs in the sales pavilion, which was great. And and that's about it.
Oh, there's one more book.
One more book. Oh, yes. We were browsing the kind of book company area. And we ran across this beautiful graphic novel. Flip it open a little bit. It's called Why the People? The Case for Democracy. It's part of World Citizen Comics. And it's just a really great telling
right now?
About why we're doing why democracy. You know, so and it's explained pretty simply. The graphics are really great.
It's pretty simple, but sometimes I have a little trouble understanding.
No, but you know what? We're going to go over it together. And what were the other books in the series? Do you remember?
It says on the back.
Go ahead.
Unrig.
You can sit that down.
Fault lines. I can't see that far though. Fault lines in the Constitution.
Oh my God! There was also a nose we picked up there. That was exciting. You could see that on the lower left.
What unites us? Reconstitutions. Free speech handbook.
Whoa. Crazy. All right. Let's get to the last part of the things that we promised people. Are you ready?
Q&A.
Well, we did the Q&A. That was great.
We will answer more questions.
We will answer more questions if you have them. Maggie Carricker, our loyalist viewer.
Really?
Your mother just called. Maybe she was trying to ask a question like, have you wrapped up this live stream? Or has anyone else watched other than the beloved Maggie Carricker? We do beloved and appreciate. But to the one other thing we promised was some good San Diego tips that apply to more than just Comic-Con, right? Because Comic-Con is fantastic and we all love it and we all have a good time.
Beach Hut Cafe is amazing. And you should really get the Wakey Bakey. It is so good.
Or the High Tide.
Before we get to the super specific, why don't we go a little higher?
The Yellow Stripe Hotel is amazing. I love the Yellow Stripe.
It's called the Spring Hill Suites.
Well, I call it the Yellow Stripe Hotel.
North of downtown on the coast, there's a little area they call Columbia District or something now. It's where you'll find the aircraft carrier museum. It's in the same neighborhood as that. Our team at Sci-Fi stayed at the Spring Hill Suites by Marriott,
Hotel. Also,
which is a giant building that has a giant yellow stripe on the side of it. It's easy to see.
We were in the stripe.
Yes, we were actually, we stayed there for one night and we were in the actual stripe.
We actually stayed
in the stripe.
It was very exciting.
Like our window was in the stripe.
But it's a great little, there's the entrance to that hotel actually shares kind of a common driveway with a hotel that was under construction a couple of years ago when I was there, which was the Intercontinental Hotel. The Intercontinental Hotel is now done. And it's an Intercontinental Hotel. It's very nice. It's very fancy. But that whole area has a lot of fun stuff right there. Specifically in that complex, you have this Beach Hut Deli, which is a great little restaurant.
Yes, it is amazing.
That has, I mean, it's a little bit of a chain in the San Diego and Orange County area, but it's great.
Like a CPK kind of chain.
I think smaller than that, but
it's smaller than CPK.
It's very small.
It's very there's maybe 15 or 20 locations, maybe, but it's great. It's really great. And you can find they do breakfast all day.
Wakey bakey. It's like so cheesy and eggy. It's so good.
It was very cheesy.
If you're vegan.
And eggy.
Yeah. And then right around the corner from Beach Hut Deli.
And it's nice and spicy. It's got a kick.
There is an electric bike rental place.
Pedigo, I think.
Pedigo, which is branded to their main type of bike that they sell and or rent. So they
sell those?
Oh, they do sell those.
Not the kind I don't think the kind you were riding.
No, they do sell those
wow.
too. Yeah, if you want one. But what we rode was a twin-seater, one seat for pedaling and one seat kind of like a passenger cargo seat. One time we rented it, it had a handlebar. The other time it was just how would you describe it the second time?
Basically,
you got ride in that one. That's
like
cool.
Okay, so there's like a flat seat with a back, and then there's railings on all sides except for where the back of the pedaler is.
Gotcha.
Ooh, I wish
so you're like in a little box back there,
and
so you can hold on to the side rails and stuff. Now, the only time I electric bike is when I'm down there. So I've gone about a total of 4 or 5 times in my entire life. But I understand the appeal because you start pedaling and it starts going like right away, which is really great. Then the guy shows me the setting where it's like, you don't even have to pedal. At this point, it's basically a small electric motorcycle. Now, I do have my motorcycle license, so I felt comfortable not pedaling, but I didn't realize we were giving out bikes to people that are now just like fully electric.
I'd be able to get my motorcycle license. My mom's never going to let me, but
well, then you better ask your dad. So that's our little travel tip: is either stay at the Spring Hill Suites or the other Marriott property. There might be a Residence Inn by Marriott. There's like one half of the hotel is suites, the other half is regular hotel rooms. Or across the driveway is the Intercontinental. It is walking distance to the train station. So if you're coming down from the LA area, you don't need a car.
It goes also all the way up to San Luis Obispo.
The train from San Diego does go all the way to San Luis Obispo. As
if
noted Padre fan Frank Warren has taken it many times, I'm sure, to come right down off the train, get right onto the trolley, which also stops right there at the train station and takes you right down to Petco Park, the gas lamp, the convention center,
it's great.
Seaport Village. Those are all the stops like right past where this hotel is. So you can buy they were selling 4 and 5 day convention passes.
Also 2 day, I think there was one.
Depended on how many days were left in the convention. Like they weren't selling you a 5 day pass on Saturday, which was nice of them. They made it a 2 day pass at that point. But so you would we just ran up there and grabbed the trolley, I guess they call it. It's like above ground electric rail.
But it also has stuff on top that it connects. It's like this is like a wire thingy, and this isn't moving.
Yeah, it's like an electric powered street trolley that goes throughout San Diego on a kind of like 4 or 5 different lines, I think. You can take it all the way to Mexico, almost. Like as close to Mexico as you can get without going in. But it was we did not do that, by the way.
Yes.
But you could if you wanted to. And so that's our little kind of area recommendation for either Comic-Con or future, business travel or whatever you want to do when you're down in San Diego. Girls, final thoughts about this year's Comic-Con. It seemed like, Daphne, you had a pretty good time. Fair? And are you looking forward to next year's Comic-Con? Do you think the celebrities will be there and or that would affect your enjoyment? Oh, we didn't mention, although we mentioned it in the daily, one of the great things you got this year was you met 2 artists of 2 of your favorite books and got them to sign them with a little sketch and stuff. And that was great. One of them we knew ahead of time was going to be there. So we worked out a plan to make sure we got Jeffrey Brown of, Vader's Little Princess fame when he was going to be there. But the other one, I didn't even look until the last day when we were getting ready to pack up our stuff. And I saw the book that Daphne had brought. And I thought, oh yeah, we're going to look for the writer or artist of this. And the writer wasn't there, but then I searched for the artist and boom, he had a table in Artist Alley 3 seats over from Karen Hallion, where we had been the whole time.
We've been at I think
we've been almost every day.
4 or 5 times or 6 maybe to her.
Yeah, because you
like 3 times the first day or something.
Oh really? Yeah. So the artist was there. I was like, well, oh my gosh, let's go over. So we got a little sketchbook from him and a cool bookmark. And
I
got the bookmark.
I saw it here it is.
Yes.
Oh,
there it is.
Yeah,
it's kind of blurry.
I haven't seen it.
It's metal. I did not realize that.
Oh.
It's Batman. Hello.
Oh, I'm out of focus. I need
Hello.
more focus. Hello. Hello.
I am the darkness.
Hello.
I am the night.
I'm sorry I was interrupting my dad's
I
impression.
am Batman. Wait.
I
There.
am serious.
It's kind of reflecting.
It is reflecting. But that reflects poorly on you, not on me. Because I am Batman.
Okay.
All right. I think it's time
Say
to
bye,
wrap up this
Batman.
live stream.
And if you have any questions,
If you have any questions,
we'll try.
we'll do another stream
Yes.
soon.
But as long as you have questions, you need to give us
Exactly.
questions. We love questions.
We do love questions. Thank you for enjoying our con cam, our swag cam, whatever
yeah,
it was. Don't forget,
Really,
as always,
focus
like
now.
and subscribe. I
never think of you. Stop talking.
I am at TV Colin Campbell on the former Twitter. You can
X.
find me there
The X.
on Threads. You can find me there on Facebook and LinkedIn. I think these are all username opportunities. On behalf
About
of
Insta. Are you on Insta?
I am on Insta. On behalf of Mackie Campbell,
I'm sorry I said
con
that.
attendee. On behalf of Daphne Campbell, Comic-Con attendee.
We're right here. We could also say the things that you're about to say.
I just wanted to
Yeah.
use the graphics because we made them and then I never used them. So I just wanted to get them in while we did.
Batman Campbell.
And of course, Batman Campbell. By the way,
known as Bruce Wayne.
if we'd had a son, I think Batman was going to be one of the names.
I think Izzy, one of our cousins, went by Batman for a little bit.
Mackie, Batman, come to dinner.
And also one of our other cousins.
No, why don't we be called Daphne to dinner?
One of our other cousins is
Batman!
really into Batman.
Yeah.
So one time we were at a restaurant with them, and his parents said, "Order a Batman drink. It's close to a kid-sized glass of water."
Right.
Yeah. Oh, hopefully.
Did he get a Batman drink?
Yeah.
Yeah, it tasted like
No,
water.
he calls it his Batman juice.
Let's
He
see.
calls it Batman juice.
All right, we should not be saying this on social media.
Okay, here we go. Let me see if this still
Maybe we
works.
should. Wait, are you using the voice changers?
I'm Batman. I'm Batman. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to listen to the thing later and see if these are coming out the way we think they are.
Yes.
I'm Batman. Bobby Batman. Batman's brother.
Oh yes, Mackie Campbell.
Can I do something on there? Dang it!
Yes, you can.
No, no,
yay.
no,
All
no,
right.
not-
You know what you're doing here.
Yes, I do.
Grab the headphones.
There's my mic.
No. You got to use it.
Yeah, I do.
Well, just here.
I don't want them to hear what my actual voice sounds
Oh,
like when
dear
I do
goodness.
this.
All right, ready?
Sorry. This is gonna be really bad for a second. This is
hand me your
complete-
mic.
Okay.
All right, ready?
Just cover the mic part of your mic.
Hi! Oh my gosh! It's McKenna! So I've never been on this before, but please come and listen to the Mackie and McKenna podcast. It is pretty cool in my opinion. You should really listen. If not, I really can't control you, but you definitely should. We have a bunch of guests and everything.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have let her in on in the studio, but she sometimes breaks in the middle of nowhere.
I am back. Take that, Mackie.
McKenna, get out. Well, we're gonna go.
Yeah.
Thank
so,
you.
We're gonna go. All right.
Thank you,
Maggie. Just to make sure McKenna doesn't break in again. All right, so
jeez.
say bye to the people.
Okay. Wait,
Bye.
hold on.
Bye,
Say bye to the people, McKenna.
Bye. I will see you soon on the Mackie and McKenna podcast. If you want more of that kind of stuff, it's very fun.
Yeah.
Bye from
I don't know that
Batman
it is, but
and Daphne.
bye from
Campbell.
Batman
Wait.
and
Oh,
Daphne.
yeah, you can still hear
And
me.
Maggie, thank you for hanging in all this
Yes.
time.
Yeah.
That's really
Thank
sweet of you.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. And that's going to do it. Here, may I have the headphones back so I can hear what's happening?
Well, I okay.
We can't hear
okay.
what's happening.
Well, you can listen to it later, I suppose. Oh, goodness. I'm getting some feedback there, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You don't like feedback. Here,
Yeah.
Mackie, take
Oh,
that.
okay.
You
My
put that
mic.
back on.
I'm back. I'm back. Is this okay positioning?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
For the last 20 seconds.
Yeah.
While I figure out how to turn this crazy thing off. Let's see. Is there...
Bye.
Bye-bye.
From Batman and Daphne and McKenna and Mackie.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
I might have breathed on the mic badly there. I'm sorry if I did.
And this is my McKenna voice. No voice changers used.
I do not use voice changer. No, I don't.
You might.
I
You
don't.
actually might.
It doesn't matter.
Well, I don't voice McKenna. McKenna voices McKenna.
Indeed.
yes.
Yes.
All right. Thanks again for watching, everybody. We'll do this again real soon. We appreciate you tuning in. Like, subscribe, and share with your friends.
Yes.
And we'll see you soon.
Bye.